Needle nose pliers can be used to help pull the liner on. Once he has ensured that there has been a 4-inch cuff back, he fastens a roll of duct tape around to simply ensure an airtight seal. I make a knot so you can easily rip that off. And that's easy. Oh yeah. We're going to have to pull that shit down. Fasten 2 band clamps tightly around the inversion head. Once securely fastened, rewrap with duct tape just to ensure that there is no air leaks.
Epoxy out. I can get a drink of water. Cut it off a minute.
Set up over here. Okay, now we're going to mix the resin. This is a 2-part mixture, 2 parts A to 1 part B, as shown on the field installation sheet. You take your total amount of pipe to be lined, multiply it by your multiplier. So in this case, 4-inch pipe is 0.85 pounds per foot. That gives us a total of 14.3 pounds of resin. Divided by 3, you get your 3 parts, 2 parts A to 1 part B. 9.6 pounds of A, 4.8 pounds of B. Doug has now poured in his 9.6 pounds of A, which we use using an electronic scale. This does not have to be exact, within a tenth or 2 is fine. Next, he is going to introduce his Part B mixture. Keep in mind, at this point, you have mixture epoxy and you are on the clock. Also, on the B side epoxy, you must always pre-mix your B. Always, always, always pre-mix your B. The B has 2 parts, and if you do not pre-mix it, you will have an uneven ratio, which is going to affect cure time and kickoff time. So Doug is going to pre-mix his B before he pours anything. Now that his B is pre-mixed, he is going to pour it directly into his A, adding 4.88 pounds.
I need to cut a piece of caliber.
I got you. Enter too? Sure. Yeah. Good. Good. Okay, now we are pouring our B side into the A, adding 4.8 pounds. .8 pounds of B is added. Now we're going to thoroughly blend this with a mixing paddle. Mixing paddles can be picked up at any local paint store. You're going to know you are thoroughly blended when your mixture turns into a creamy white mix.
It's not very creamy. No. Do we carry it over there?
Okay, now we're going to pour the epoxy directly inside the felt liner. Once the epoxy is fully poured into the felt liner, he is going to seal the end with a couple pieces of folded over duct tape. This is going to ensure that none of the epoxy leaks out during the wet out process. Now he is going to use the 100-pound linoleum floor roller to evenly saturate the liner. You can see that Andrew is using his foot to stop the epoxy so that you can visually see it wet out. This helps saturation. And you can see where it's starting to get wet. Once the liner looks like it is fully saturated from the inside out, you know you have a good saturation.
Hey Andrew, I got this guy. Hold on, he's filming.
And I know you're all wondering, cowboy boots are not part of the package deal.
They're sold separately.
But they can be. For minimal cost. Doug is going to make sure that it is fully wet out up to the line where he marked his pipe to be lined. The length of dry material added is to ensure that you reach through the complete inversion head, because it is impossible to ensure complete wet out inside the head.
Everybody, if you see any white spots, you can just kind of step them out.
As you can see, he saturated clear up to the line, which was his part to be lined. This part was his part of dry material, plus his 4-inch cuff back. He's going to take one final pass to ensure it's evenly spread out, and you can even work in any small dry spots, hand or foot. Doug is now taking off his duct tape, making sure no epoxy is leaking out of the end of the felt.
You're going to take this. Come over here and see this part. I'm just going to S-fold the liner, right?
Hang on. Easy now.
You want tape? Yeah.
Doug is now going to fold his liner in the shape of an S. Hold it up, Doug.
Yep.
Hold on.
Hold on.